What's up, YouTube? It is your boy JB, and I'm here with a review for Real Housewives of Atlanta season 13, episode 18, the season finale. Ain't God good? It's over, you guys. We got a 3-part reunion to get through. It could have been done in 2, but I'm gonna take the 3 parts and move on and be happy. Oh God, Atlanta is over. The episode is titled "How the Wig Stole Christmas." We're gonna talk about the wig, but let's get into the episode review, shall we? All right, you guys, let's start up with Drew. All right, you guys. I can see that Bravo likes Drew. I think I've said that before. I think Bravo likes Drew because, I mean, if you guys haven't noticed, I think this season, like, Drew is one of the housewives who's appeared the most on Watch What Happens Live. I think it's Drew, then it's Candy, and maybe Portia. But Drew's on Watch What Happens Live quite a bit this season. So if they bring Drew back for season 14, I'm going to need Drew to just do better. She didn't bore me, but some of the things that she did annoyed me. And we'll talk about it later in the episode, what really annoyed me with Drew. So we see Drew, we see Ralph, and we see her son Josiah. So they're getting ready to go meet Josiah's biological father. You guys remember they talked about that a few episodes ago. Him meeting Old Daddy. Is that what you called him? Yeah, Old Daddy. So Drew texts them. I guess they were going like a halfway point to meet him. I don't know where his biological father resides, but obviously it's not in Atlanta. So they're driving to meet him. She texts him where they're at, or maybe he flew to Atlanta. I don't know. Who cares? So they go to meet up, with him. So they're there. So Ralph, Drew, and Josiah are there, but his biological father has not shown up at this point. And going off of the editing, you would think that he's not going to show up at all, but he does show up, and I was happy that he showed up. Now, what I will say about Josiah is remember in the episode where they talked about him, Josiah said he didn't care in that episode, that the energy continued in this episode. Like, Josiah was like, I really don't care about this man. Like, I don't know him, so what I'm supposed to do? The one thing I will say about, excuse me, y'all, that ain't COVID. The one thing I will say, though, is Ricky, which is the biological father's name, and Ralph, they look alike. Like, if you guys really looked at them, they look alike. I'm like, oh, Drew, you had a type. Okay, let's move on. All right, you guys, next up, I really don't want to talk about this because it's Kenya. I don't have an issue with Kenya. I think I've made that perfectly clear. I don't have an issue with Kenya. I don't know Kenya. I don't know any of these women. So I can't have an issue with a person that I don't know. But this scene with Kenya, it looked borderline desperate. Just got to keep it real with you. It looks desperate. And like I said in last week's video, Kenya is a very beautiful woman. I just don't know why she subjects herself to this mistreatment. I don't get it. So her therapist comes over to the crib and, they're talking. Yeah, I just don't get Kenya. So you guys, like I said in last week's review, it's so weird. I don't know if it's by choice or if it's Mark. But, Kenya said that when she goes to New York that she and Brooklyn stay in a hotel. Remember that, right? But she also says that when Mark came to Atlanta for Brooklyn's party, Mark stayed at her house and they slept in the same bed together with Brooklyn. Ain't no way in the hell that would have happened. Because I would have told him the same energy that you have when I come to New York, you keep that same energy when you come down here to Atlanta. Go get a hotel. There are plenty of hotels around. You can go to the Westin. You can go to the Ramada. You can go to the Holiday Inn. You can go to wherever you want to go, but you won't be coming to Moore Manor. I don't know why Kenya doesn't put her. I think that's what the issue is. She needs to put her foot down. Like, that is one thing she needs to do, is put her foot down. I don't know what it is. I just, you kind of wonder, does she like the toxic relationship? Because, I mean, this is clearly toxic. Clearly is toxic. So then, she gets ready to call Mark. Actually, she didn't call Mark. She texts him, but the text message didn't go through. Now, here's the weird thing. Here's what I call. So she sent him a text message, and if you have an iPhone, it'll show you when your text message is delivered to a person. Now, if your message isn't delivered, it doesn't always mean that you're blocked. It doesn't always mean that you're blocked. It can mean that the person's phone is not on at the time. Because if your phone is not on, then the message won't go through. The message won't go through until the phone is turned on. And so she figured she assumed she was blocked. So then she called him and it went to voicemail. I don't know why Kenya just didn't think that maybe his phone is off, but she immediately went to block. So I'm going to go out on a limb and say that this has happened before. I'm like, this has happened before, because I would have just said, oh, maybe his phone is not on, because I mean, yeah, this has happened before. For her to just automatically know he blocked her, that's happened before. So then she goes and gets Brooklyn's phone and calls him. It rings, and then it rang for a few times and went to voicemail. So then she texts him, and that's when I was looking at the phone. I'm like, but Brooklyn's text message, because if you guys have an iPhone, you do know, if you guys have an iPhone, this is an older one. I don't know, do I have text messages on this? Yeah, I do. So on the iPhone, if you guys don't have an iPhone, I'm going to show you just a little bit, if you can see. Actually, this one isn't a good indicator though. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So like if you're texting somebody from iPhone to iPhone, the text is blue and white. If you're texting someone that doesn't have an iPhone, then it's green and white. But at the same time, if they don't have Kenya might not have iMessaging set up on Brooklyn. That could be what that is. She might not have iMessaging. That might be what it is. But she texted him, and he came up with some BS excuse about one of his, because she asked him, why didn't he answer the phone call? He said his friend was in the hospital. What does it have to do with you? I mean, I get it, your friend is in the hospital, but your wife is calling you from your daughter's phone. You didn't think that maybe something might be wrong with your child? Yeah, Kenya, since Mark has filed for divorce, girl, let him have that divorce. Let him have it and move on. Show your daughter the way a man is supposed to treat her, because the way that Mark is treating you, she's going to grow up to think that that's okay. It's not okay at all. Period. I just want Kenya to want better for herself. I just wonder if that goes toward I won't say self-esteem issues, because I don't think Kenya has low self-esteem. I think it's Kenya's need to be loved and wanted. That's really what it is. I'm gonna need Kenya to continue with that therapist, and that's no shade or anything toward her, because and I put this out there by myself. Like I empathize with Kenya, because although my situation with my biological mother is not the exact same as Kenya's, I know what she's going. I know that feeling of wanting your parents to accept you, wanting your parents to love you. I understand that, and it's crazy. Kenya is 50, and I'm 31, and I let go of that notion that my biological mother would love me years ago. I let go of that so long ago. I said that, she is who she is and I am who I am. And I don't know what, it took for my mom and my grandmother to pass away for me to ask, what am I chasing and trying to find my biological father, and what am I chasing and trying to talk to her? Nothing. I can love her from a distance, but I don't need her. I don't need any validation from her. And I think Kenya needs to get to that point where she just doesn't need validation. Because I feel like that's what it is. She's trying to make up for the love that she wanted from her mom that she didn't get from her. And that's not me, again, like I said, you guys, that's not me talking negatively about Kenya. I can see it because I've been through a similar situation with my biological mother. I was gonna say something about her, but I don't want to say anything, so I'm just gonna keep it to myself. But yeah, I just hope Kenya. I really do, honestly, 100% wish nothing but the best for Kenya. Honest to God, I just wish the best for her. But let's move on, you guys. All right, you guys. So then, Cynthia. So Cynthia is having this Friendsmas event where they're basically gonna do a white elephant thing. I love white elephant. I think it's so fun. Um, I mean, I'm a sucker. I love the nice gifts, but I'm also a sucker for. So, if you would invite me to a white elephant party, and you tell me what the if you tell me try not to exceed $50 or $100, I'd be like, okay, I got it. I don't know if these women know what a white elephant party really is, because I mean, they were all complaining about $100 budget. I'm like, $100? Then since they said, okay, don't exceed 1,000, 1,000. First of all, I'm not. I mean, even if I was rich and I love my friends, bitch, I'm not buying y'all nothing that's $1,000. I love you, but no, if I'm buying anybody something that's $1,000 gift, it's me, not you. So, like I said, for me, I love white elephant parties. 100% love white elephant parties because I am the person that will bring you a gag gift. Like, I am that person. I will bring you a gag gift. I will dress it up in the nicest. Oh my God, because I've done it before. I've done it. I'm trying to remember what the gag gift was. What was the gag gift? Because I can't remember. Oh, it was my cousin's party a few years ago. What was the gift? Oh my God, I don't remember what the gift was. But it was what was it? I'm really trying to remember what this gift was. I know it was something from Walmart over the counter. I just can't remember what it was. Cause I dressed it up so nicely that you thought you really got something good in that gift, but it was a gag. So I'm that guy. I like to have fun. So yes, I will give you a gag gift. If you invite me to a white elephant party, I'm bringing a gag gift. I'm not giving. I mean, I can buy you something nice, but I just like to have fun. So yeah, but yeah, Cynthia had the white elephant party. But again, I mean, I could $1,000. I'm just not gonna do that. Now let me get on Portia. You guys know I love Portia, and you guys know I like Jerusalem. But I'm not above calling people out on their shit. Not above it or below it, beneath it. Portia, why are you always late places? Like, I get that you live far out in Atlanta, but damn, why are you always late? Like, that is, if you want to piss me off, the quickest way to piss me off is to waste my time or to be late somewhere. I don't like that. I hate that. That is my biggest pet peeve. So Marlo and Toya both told Cynthia that they wouldn't be able to make it to the party. But Marlo says that her gift was, en route. So at the party, Shamia's there on time. Candy's there on time. I mean, the only way to get Candy somewhere on time is to tell her it's food there. Candy's there on time. Kenny is there. Mal and Cynthia are there. So they're pulling the numbers. And then, they were like, they're going to leave the last two numbers for Portia and Drew. So Marlo was number 8, although she wasn't there. Mal, I think she was Mal was number 4, right? Nope, Mal was number 3. Cynthia was number 5, I believe. I think Shamia was, I don't remember. I don't remember the order exactly. Actually, yes, I do. It was Portia was number one, Drew was number two. Um, Portia was one, Drew was two, Cynthia was three. No, Portia was number one, Drew was number two, Shamia was number three, Cynthia was number four, um, Kenya was number five. No, that's not right. Because Mal took Drew's gift, correct? Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. So this is the point where I actually kind of start to zone out. But yeah, I think I had it right. It was Portia, it was Drew, it was Mal, it was Cynthia, it was yeah. Portia was number one. Portia got the Tiffany's jewelry from Cynthia, which I'm like, that's not bad. I mean, it looked a little bland, but I'm like, hell, Tiffany's is Tiffany's. Drew was second. Drew got Portia's gift. They wrote together. So Portia's gift was some perfume and a mini Gucci purse. Yep. And then Mal, number three, came in behind and took Drew's gift. So then Drew had to pick another gift, and it was wine, I'm guessing from Cynthia's wine cellar. So then after that, Shamia came in behind Mal. So Shamia picked Candy's gift, which was an iPhone 12. So then Cynthia came in behind Shamia. She picked Marlo's gift, which was $1,000 in cash. And Candy was after that, and she picked Kenya's gift, which was a pair of $5,000 earrings. Now here's where we gonna fall off again with the ladies. $1,000 limit. Two of the women have already exceeded $1,000. That is Portia and that is Kenya. I actually feel like Candy might have exceeded it too. Well, she got an iPhone 12, so the iPhone 12 might not have exceeded $1,000 because they filmed this around Christmas time. So the Pro Max and all that stuff had just come out. So yeah, so that one might not exceed $1,000. So then Kenya goes and she gets Shamia's gift, which is a Chanel brooch and a Chanel, I don't know what that was. Was it like a shawl or something? Whatever it was. So she got that until, you guys remember, Marlo was last. So Marlo, at that point, she could pick anybody's gift that she wanted, and they would be left with whatever was left, which was Drew's gift. So Cynthia's assistant said, hey, I'm going to take Kenya's gift. That's Chanel. That's Marlo's. So Kenya is left with Drew's gift. Drew. You brought that ratty ass wig, huh? That's some $1,000 hair. That's $1,000 hair? Girl, if it is, you should ask for your money back. Now, Kenya, she was opening up another, because Drew had 3 boxes. I don't even know if we ever got to the other. We did get to one of the other boxes. Kenya had a knife, a butter knife. That wasn't no butter knife. See, I'm finna trip some people up. In just a second. Oh, y'all finna hate me, but I don't care. Because I love pointing out. I'm just pointing out the double standards when it comes to these housewives. Because you guys, Kenya has that's a steak knife that she has in her hand. That is sharp, and she's pointing it at Drew. Now, mind you, let's go over to Real Housewives of Potomac, right? Let's talk about Potomac real quick. So you guys, everybody was in the people were tweeting me all last season about Candace wielding that motherfucking butter knife. You know, and I noticed it's the Black Housewives. It's the Black Housewives that I have a love-hate relationship with reviewing. The white girls don't give me no issues. The White Housewives give me no issues. It's the black ones, and it's more specifically the stan groups. Like, y'all go up so hard that y'all, when people are just saying how they feel, some of y'all get so in y'all feelings because people hated Candace so much that they would they would be like, oh, she wielded a butter knife at Ashley. A butter knife ain't gonna do too much. I mean, you have to know how to maneuver a butter knife to hurt someone. But I bet y'all didn't say anything about Kenya pointing that steak knife at Drew. I don't have an issue with it. I really don't. I don't care one way or the other, But yeah, so then I'm gonna wrap this up because I really don't want to talk about this. Because I honest to God don't care. I don't know why Drew cares. But Drew has this recording, and she plays this recording of someone's, I guess her assistant, talking to, why are we calling this man Prophet Lot? To whatever, Mr. Lot, because I'm not calling him Prophet, Mr. Lot. So her assistant is talking to him, and the recording that she played, it didn't prove anything. Now she and I will say at one point, Kenya seemed like she was upset about that gift that Drew gave to her. Girl, it was a gag gift. Y'all do know that at white elephant parties, that's what most people go for, the gag gifts. No one takes them seriously. But whatever. But Toya shows up. She and Drew go back and forth. I was actually on Toya's side when she told Drew, you need to be worried about what Ralph is doing out there in Florida. I'm like, amen. I love you, Drew, but she's right. Gotta agree with her. But yeah, that's it. I didn't watch none of the closing, so I don't know what I know. Only thing that I caught was when it said that Kenya filed for divorce. Girl, get your divorce. Although Mark filed for divorce, but get your divorce, girl. Get your divorce and keep your baby. I mean, obviously, I don't even think Mark wants Brooklyn. I'm just gonna keep it real with you. I think Mark is just doing all this shit to get to Kenya. Mark is an asshole. A complete asshole. Now, before we wrap this up, did you guys see that little sneak peek of Real Housewives of Potomac that's coming this summer? I am looking forward to Real Housewives of Potomac. I think this season will be easy for me to review, unlike last season. I think this season will be easy to review with no Monique, because that was the worst part about last season, was just reviewing it. People especially that one comment that came in talking about asked me how much was Monique paying me. She ain't paid me shit because I don't know her. Like, I mean, if y'all think that low of me, then this might not. I mean, if you think that low of me, that I could be swayed by money, then obviously you hadn't watched any of my other reviews where I just keep it real. I tell how I feel in every review. But to think that somebody's paying me, I'm not that type of person. Yeah. That's it, you guys. Be sure to like this video, leave your comments, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell button so you guys are aware of when I drop anything else. And go subscribe to the Planner channel. Also, you guys, I will be adding the Real Housewives of New York City. It premieres on May 4th, and then I will go back to reviewing the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, which premieres on May 19th. So be sure to check around for those two shows. We're adding those. And that's it, you guys. Once again, subscribe to the channel. You guys, we're on the road to 1,000. Please, you guys, help me get to 1,000 subscribers by my birthday, which is July 16th. Help me do that. All right, you guys, I'll see you guys in Married to Medicine. I did not know this video was that long. How did I make this video that long? The episode wasn't even that good. Hell, the season wasn't even that good. But I'll see you guys in Married to Medicine.